In this video, I'll argue that planned command economies are better for the economic development and the human development of nations compared to market economies. The People's Republic of China has a gross domestic product purchasing power parity of 26 trillion $655 billion, which is first in the world, and a human development index of 0.761, that's 85th in the world. The Russian Federation has a GDP of $4,328 billion, that is 6th in the world. It has a human development index of 0.824, that is 52nd in the world. Iran has an economy worth $1,148 billion, that is 23rd in the world. It has a human development index of 0.783, that's 70th. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea have an economy worth $12.1 billion, that is 160th. It has a human development index of 0.766, that is 84th in the world. Cuba has an economy worth $137 billion, that is 80th in the world. It has a human development index of 0.783, that's 70th in the world. Belarus has an economy worth $192,626,000,000, that is 69th in the world. And it has a human development index of 0.823, and that is 53rd in the world. Libya has an economy worth $92,083,000,000, that is 92nd in the world. And it has a human development index of 0.724, that is 105th in the world. And the GDP ranking in terms of purchase and power parity ranking is out of 226 countries, and the human development index ranking is out of 190 countries. And it should be pointed out that a number of these nations would have higher rankings were it not for wars and sanctions against them. For example, Libya would have higher rankings if NATO had not overthrown Muammar al-Gaddafi. Russia and Belarus would have higher rankings were it not for the regime change against the Soviet Union. And Cuba would have higher rankings if it wasn't for the embargo, since they overthrew Batista, and rightly so. Korea would have higher rankings if it was not for the Korean War and the sanctions against them. So there are many factors to consider, but needless to say, all of the countries ranked below the aforementioned nations are market economies.